What's up guys, Jake Hurdles back at again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video we're going to be doing some freestyle matches because I need to practice more freestyle. So in this match we've got my Cresselia, my Selly 1500 on the dot, traded me for my brother Phil Waddell, one of my fraternity brothers, lovely guy, gave me this early when Cresselia just came out. So I'm going to stick in this matchup even though I know these Razor Leafs are going to hurt, but I think I have the advantage here if I don't shield, so we're going to find out. And crazy thing is Phil just Snapchatted me, so that's insane. It's the way it is. So I'm going to bring in Frostlass to hopefully take out this Tropius when it's low, and he's going to use Leaf Blade here, which I know is going to do decent damage against me because, well, I'm very, very squishy with Frostlass, so I'm going to use this Avalanche here. It's going to do a ton of damage to Muck, so I'm going to spam this other Avalanche hoping to draw Shield because I don't think he's going to let Muck go. And he does not let Muck go, so very good situation, and I'm almost able to get to another Avalanche, so I'm going to choose to shield here because I can kill Tropius and I can kill this Muck, and I think I'm just going to farm it up. And I farm up a ton of energy. I've got at least a Shadow Ball and at least an Avalanche ready to go. So what I'm going to do is choose to go for the Avalanche, and Tropius comes back in, so it's perfect. And he's going to sacrificial swap Tropius, basically, and then he's going to bring in Bastiodon, and I've got the Avalanche ready to go, and he's got a shield. But I've got the Destroyer with no shields, but these Razor Leafs are going to do enough damage that I should be fine. Flamethrower is going to knock me out in one tap, almost. So I'm going to go for an Overcharge here, and I'm going to go for a Body Slam, hoping to have two ready to go. But these Razor Leafs charge up the Body Slam a little bit slower, so he is going to kill me before I can get to another one. And then I'm going to bring in Frostlass as kind of like a sacrifice. And then I'm going to bring in Cresselia at low health. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to lose. But tanks the Flamethrower. And I'm able to get off a Future Sight with Cresselia to take a victory in game number 1 against Movado. So let's hop in a freestyle battle number 2 against Movado, and I'm going to be using Blastoise, and he's got Quagsire, guys, and I already know how this situation works out because I've done it many times in the Rainbow Cup. So I'm going to spam these Hydro Cannons out here, guys, because I know that I'm going to take the victory in a no-shield scenario because of how spammy these Hydro Cannons are. So he's going to shield, so it's very good for me. I'm going to choose to not shield because I'm thinking it's Stone Edge, and it is Stone Edge, so I'm definitely correct. And I'm going to go for another Hydro Cannon, and I'm going to shield this one, obviously, because I would probably die from that Stone Edge. So he's going to switch into Medicham, and I'm just going to keep spamming these Hydro Cannons because Blastoise is doing work right now. And you got to keep it going, and I probably have something in the back that can beat Quag. So I'm going to get another Hydro Cannon off, and it's going to force a shield on his Medicham. And he's got both shields down, and Blastoise basically took down his whole team. So it's very good for me. I got Toxicroak to deal with Medicham. He's going to do okay when that Power Punch isn't charged up, so I'm going to be able to counter my way to Mud Bomb, and I'm going to choose to not shield the second one. It's going to be Ice Punch, so it's going to do decent damage. He's going to bring in his Quagsire. I've got a Mud Bomb ready to go when shields are down. It's GG's, basically. It's going to smack it, and then he's going to bring in a Vigoroth, and I've got no shields, or I've got one shield, so I'm looking pretty good. I'm going to choose to not shield this, see how much it does. Magcargo's a beast. That's all you need to know. And I'm going to basically race for this Stone Edge, but these counters are doing pretty decent damage because I'm a Rock type. So I'm going to have to shield this or I'm going to die. So I'm like, okay, am I going to get to the Stone Edge? I do. And I'm going to take a GG against Movado in game number 2. So let's hop into game number 3 against Movado, and I'm going to be leading with Primeape, and he is going to be leading with Lantern. So obviously not a Legacy Primeape. If you've seen my videos before, guys, I got Night Slash, but I do like it. I like the counters, and I like Night Slash, and for some reason it smacks. So I'm going to use Night Slash against Lantern, and we're going to see that we are in a very bad situation because, yeah, it doesn't really do much. So I'm going to charge up a little bit of energy, and I'm going to be doing a lot of damage with these counters, so I think that I could possibly win this matchup. And I'm going to go for a Night Slash after an aggro farm here, guys, on whatever comes in. So, going to use a Night Slash. It's kind of a last-ditch effort. Brings in Venomoth. Decent idea. And I've got 2 ready to go. So he's going to have to shield one of these or he's going to be down in the yellow. And he's going to shield that one. So a very good situation for me. I'm going to bring in Golbat. Going to be doing super effective damage against each other, basically. So I'm going to overcharge here. And then I'm going to choose to shield whatever he's throwing at me. So I have a Shadow Ball ready for whatever comes in. and I'm going to choose to use a Poison Fang for a shield bait, and it's Golem, so very bad situation. But I'm able to get to a Shadow Ball, and I'm going to throw this Shadow Ball at him, and it should do decent damage. And it does, so not bad. He saves a shield for the back, and it's not going to matter with how good this Dragon Breath is on Shelgon, so GG's in that match. So moving into the next matchup, I'm going to be leading with Eradicate, and he's going to be leading with Skarmory, so matchup for me because I can't really do anything to him. So I'm going to be spamming these quick attacks, and I'm going to go for a Hyper Fang, and I'm going to choose not to shield this, and it's going to do decent damage. And we're going to see that Hyper Fang is not going to do enough damage against this Skarmory, so I've got to go. Going to bring in Charizard. Charizard's good in a no-shield scenario because he can get this Blast Burn so fast, so I'm going to go for Blast Burn after an aggro farm. And I'm hoping he shields once here, and he is going to shield. So then I'm going to choose to shield my Charizard because I know I can get to Blast Burn, the next Blast Burn first. So I'm going to get to this Blast Burn hoping to force a no-shield. And he is not going to shield, and it's almost going to knock him out, and I'm able to kill him. Maybe some lag there, but I think I still kill him anyways. So he's going to bring in his Venusaur, which is a very bad situation for him, and I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw shield bait because I know I can get to another Blast Burn after this Dragon Claw. So I'm going to choose to shield this because I know if I get a Blast Burn off, I can basically win this game with whatever I have in the back. And he's going to bring in Skarmory, so I'm not going to be able to get to a Blast Burn. Very good play right there. And I'm going to bring in my Seadra tank, water typing, but has the dragon moves. So I'm going to have Dragon Pulse ready to go, and this should KO his Venusaur. So GG's to Movado in that game. So we're going to hop into the next match against Movado, and in this matchup I'm going to be leading with Spiritomb, and he's going to be leading with Drapion. So didn't get to go against this matchup in the Nightmare Cup, so I'm eager to see how it works out. I'm going to spam these Ominous Winds to see if I can get the boost, and if I get the boost, I know it'll be GG's. I'm trying to switch before he can use Crunch, because I thought he had Crunch, and I'm not going to shield because I'm just accepting my fate, and it's Aqua Tail, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm like, why not? I don't think he has the second move, so I'm like, okay, let's see what Aqua Tail does. I'm going to try to get the boost and then get out of here. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to bring in Altaria. Altaria is going to tank this Drapion, and he's going to bring in Melmetal. So this is a decently bad situation for me. I'm going to go for Sky Attack and just try to be spammy and get 2 off. And I'm going to use 1. It's going to take him down to about halfway. I'm going to choose this shield here because I'm thinking Rock Slide's coming, and it is. So I'm hoping I can get to a second Wing Attack or Sky Attack, and I do. So I'm hoping to force a shield here, and he is going to choose to shield, so it's very good for me. So I'm like, okay, Altaria can go bye-bye. We're good. I think I can win now. And Rock Slide doesn't even take me out, so it's very good for me. And I'm going to try to get to this next Sky Attack, and this is debate here. I choose not to shield, and I choose to let my Altaria go. So I'm bringing in the Razor Leaf King, and I'm going to be Razor Leafing the crap out of him. And I'm going to destroy his Melmetal, but he's going to bring in Drapion, I'm assuming, with some charged up energy. So I'm going to switch, and he brings in Flagon. So I'm going to use Ominous Wind, hoping to get the boost here, and do not get it, but I'm going to do some decent damage on him. And I think I'm basically screwed anyway. We'll see. We have 1 shield and 1 shield, but the Razor Leaf is smacking this ground type, so obviously I'm actually in a good situation. Dragon Claw's not going to do much. He's going to have Drapion. I'm going to choose to shield the Aqua Tail, the first one. And I'm going to go for an overcharge, but I think I'm going to win with just Razor Leaf because of how strong the move is, because obviously I wouldn't have enough to get another Ice Beam. So, going to be able to tank this Aqua Tail. He should have went for Crunch if he had it. But GG's in that game. Love Ludicolo. So let's hop in our next matches against Easily Done 27. There's going to be 2 of them, and they're going to also be freestyle. So I'm leading Beedrill, and he's got Medicham. It's a very positive matchup for me because obviously I have X-Scissor, and X-Scissor is going to be very spammy, and it's going to be doing super effective damage. So he's going to switch into Whiscash, and I'm going to switch into my Deoxys right before he uses his Mud Bomb, and then I'm going to be smashing these counters and then going for a Psycho Boost as soon as possible. To do some decent neutral damage. So, going to go for another Psycho Boost, and he is going to use a move, and it was after a long amount of charging, so I think it's going to be Blizzard, but it's not. So I'm going to use my Psycho Boost when I get to it. So he's got 2 Mud Bombs, and the Mud Bomb's going to annoy me, so I need to get rid of this Whiscash. Whew. Tired of the mud bombs, guys. And I'm going to get rid of the Whiscash, and he's going to bring in Scarm, and he's going to farm me with his Scarm, and I'm going to use Psycho Boost as much as I can. So I think I'm going to be able to get the 2 here because those air slashes are going to be doing decent neutral damage, but I'm going to be able to go for these Psycho Boosts pretty quickly because they only take like 4 or 5 counters, I believe. And I'm going to use Psycho Boost, and it's going to take him down in the yellow really low, which is nice. And I'm going to bring in my Skuntank to hopefully farm this up. And he's going to bring in Metacham. So I'm going to choose to not shield the first power-up punch that I see. And then I'm going to switch in with Beedrill. And obviously he had another power-up punch ready to go from when he farmed me earlier against Beedrill. So I'm going to use these X-Scissors when I have the chance. And he is going to choose to use a power punch, and I'm not going to shield because I need to save that shield for my Skuntank in the back. And I'm hoping to get to a Sludge Bomb here before he can use his wing attack, and he's going to use his wing attack. So I'm going to choose to shield here to hopefully draw a shield from him with this Sludge Bomb. And I should have went for X-Scissor, I think, because maybe I can get to another X-Scissor. But it would have been really close. Who knows? I'm going to bring in Skuntank here. And I know that he has a no shield, so I'm going to go for a Flamethrower. And I think I should have went for Crunch there because I think Crunch obviously would kill. But I went for Flamethrower, and I'm going to take a GG in game number 1. So let's hop into another match against Easily Done 27, and I'm going to use Hypno, and he's going to have Meganium. So Razor Leaf is going to hurt. I'm going to spam these Confusions. He is not going to be hurt that bad because he's not a poison typing. So we're both going to switch, and I'm going to bring in Sceptile, and he's going to have his Muck. So bad scenario for me because the poison jabs are going to be doing super effective damage, and I'm going to be spamming these moves. So I'm going to choose to go for a Frenzy Plan here. He's trying to farm me, and I'm thinking he's going to shield here because if not, he's going to die. So he's going to shield, and then he's going to kill me. I think he should have just kept farming and not gone for the charge move. But I'm going to bring in my Lapras to farm up a little bit here. And I'm going to get an Ice Beam ready to go for whatever comes in. And he is going to bring in his Meganium with a Frenzy Plant ready to go. So I'm obviously going to shield. And I'm in a positive matchup because I am using the Ice Shard Lapras. And I'm going to shield here as well. So I'm going to go for a Ice Beam here, because I know Ice Beam is going to be super effective. He's got a block, and he's not going to shield, so he's going to save his shield for the back. And he's got Altaria, so obviously a very good situation. I'm going to bring in Hypno to hopefully draw to shield or do a ton of damage against this Altaria. So I'm going to go for a Focus Blast here, guys. And I'm going to get the Focus Blast, and hoping he doesn't shield, and he is going to shield, so very smart by him. But I'm going to get the move when I'm coming in, so it's going to be a GG no matter what he has. I'm going to be able to tank a Sky Attack because Lapras is a big boy, and it's going to be close, but I got it. So I'm going to take I'm going to use Ice Beam, and he's going to take it right to the face, so GG's. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the hiatus. Work was kind of getting to me, and I had a lot of schoolwork that I had to do. But we're back, and we're posting videos every day, hopefully. So this video is a freestyle video, and I hope that the next video can be a tournament recap or a Jungle Cup video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.